All right, my good peoples. Welcome back. This is another live reaction from Awkward Beginnings, and a lot of people in the chat asked me, "Awkward Beginnings? What exactly does Awkward Beginnings mean?" To me, awkward beginning is a metaphor for rough childhood. I had a rough childhood. You know what I'm saying? But that's a metaphor just for rough childhood. But this live reaction here is very near and dear to my heart. My boy B Down out of Minnesota, and he took his time. I think he said it took him something like 6 months to put this documentary together, and I wonder why. But when you watch it, you'll see why. It was very well put together, and um, this dude is very meticulous about his work. Whether it be blowing pipes, he makes pipes. He makes a lot of glass work. Um, he's very um, music is very important in his life. I think he does production. He raps. He's a very educated rapper, and everything that I need to know between my boy Leaf CL, I call him, or my boy CL because they both know a lot about this media stuff. But yeah, this is one of the guys I always call the second check. Anything that I do with this media stuff, or pretty much things in life. This guy B Down is very smart, um, and he's not going to tell you something that he's not going to triple or double check. You know what I'm saying? So let me start off by saying go and subscribe to his channel. He is B Down on YouTube. You know what I mean? Go check him out. He has, I think, like 7,500 subscribers, and he don't put out a lot of work because he's not just the type of person that puts out stuff every day. Just a bunch of bull. If he puts out something, he's been working on it for a minute, and he took time to edit it. To make sure the sound was there, to make sure the visuals was there. You know what I'm saying? So this dude is very, very meticulous about things that he sends out to the world. You know what I mean? And like I said, this dude is very smart. He's a good father. He's a very good friend. Um, and he's very, he's very educated as far as law, um, media, YouTube, everything that I need to know. I call him and check in with him first, because he's never gonna bull crap me. You know what I mean? And I should have an interview coming with this guy real soon. But this is the documentary that he put down, and it's very, very educated. It tells a lot about the life that that he lives, and a lot of um, well, he just knows a lot about everything, whether it be credit, land, building, cars, um, equipment. You know what I mean? Whatever. Um, he just into a lot of stuff, man. And I'd invite you guys to go subscribe to his channel. You know what I mean? Be Down Productions on YouTube. So let me find this documentary so we can get to it, y'all, and let's check it out.
Within every creation that an artist produces, there's a story, moments and memories implemented in the expressions of the art, adding to its value and its significance. This is some of my story.
I think I met B Down. We were like 13 years old. I consider him one of my best friends. I was around when he first learning about it. You know, another close friend of ours, Bill, kind of was the root of him learning, or at least for the most part, showed him the way.
I've told you this a bunch of times, but
Yeah,
for posterity's sake, what it was you had aptitude.
I was always pretty impressed how fast he caught on, and man, it's really went from apples to apple trees now.
And aptitude is something that kids these days don't have on anything, man. They're not trying to do nothing for themselves.
When he first starting out, I remember just, you know, little simple color stuff and more quantity.
You wanted to learn, you came in, you had questions, showed up every day after school, were there for hours watching me blow glass.
I mean, it's always been a quality piece. However, now he's pretty extraordinary at it.
Smoking is one hell of a thing, and smoking in different ways that helps it way more. And his way, his style of like making this shit is pretty exclusive.
To bring your confidence. See, the view is about confidence. It's about confidence. We got to work together, you know, to make the dream work.
Trying to help out at the time, trying to teach, showed no aptitude.
I'm saying, like, you know, when you build stuff, hands-on kind of stuff, this is the stuff.
And look, I can tell you that this dude is smart, you know, and you can possibly take my word for it or not, whatever. But there's hundreds of people that are on this video that came to where he was at to speak on their relationship with BDOWN, you know, to talk about the time that they spent with him, and, you know, to tell the people how he acknowledged them and how he made them, you know what I'm saying, and how he helped them. And no, I'm not just blowing smoke up y'all rectum or whatever, but I'm just letting y'all know that this dude is very smart, and I pretty much call him for everything, you know, that I need to know, because he's never going to be the type of person that just tell you something to get you off the phone because he's tired or because he's doing something. No, he's going to give you his best explanation, or he's just going to say he's not sure, you know what I mean? But all right, y'all keep watching.
Always did the best at hands-on type stuff. This one dude always had about 10 million different type of hustles, though. I give him that.
They showed no interest, and it was like a job or some kind of chore for them to have to come and watch and listen and pay attention just to learn. But no, you weren't like that.
And when I first started putting in a CD deck, Pops was the first one to show me how to put in a tape, pull it out the MOOC, get the little harness kit. Yeah, he was the first one to show me that.
Like I said, I've known him for a long time, you know, and through the whole era of him making glass pieces.
Just wanted to learn. And then, of course, you got the news of her son.
It's father time, not daddy time. Father time, not daddy time. Father time, not daddy time.
And as soon as that happened, I said that we're going to take you on full time, as long as you stayed in school. Of course, I don't know how long that lasted, but
Remember them days, skipping class to get high. Hell yeah. To get high, yeah. Gotta get high. My eyes real low. Gotta smoke some more. Smoke on endo, ayy. Not that although, ayy.
Now that's exclusive, bro. Try this shit at home, please.
Smoked up on my weed. Well, I gotta re-up. Smoked up on my weed. I gotta re-up. Smoked up on my weed. I gotta re-up.
Where's all the roaches? Break those down. There'd rather be enough with smoked up mounds, maybe a pound, at least an ounce is handles and biz. Make that call, get some more, scrap it all, get that door. That was quick, that was fast. Was it deep? But that's in the past. Hoarding buds, don't wanna run out, gotta be prepared. There could be get dropped, but more of a prepper than less of a stepper. When re-upping, gotta be gripping that pepper. This ain't the last, definitely not the first part of the cast. No rehearse, an everyday bang and smoke to the rain and a lot of re-ups when you.
Like I said at the beginning, yeah, this dude is highly book educated, highly street educated, well father, good father, a good friend, and I met him through my close homeboy Hell, and I, I learned a lot of stuff from this dude, man, and to the point where now, if I need anything or if I need to know anything, I'll call this dude and ask him, and he'll let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, no, that's not cool, or no, go ahead, do your thing. But this YouTube stuff, he taught me a lot of stuff about this whole YouTube game, how to upload, how to go live, how to edit, how to work BOS, and a whole bunch of other programs. And it's the time that I fail, you know what I'm saying? But when I take my time and I listen to him, I pretty much succeed pretty good. And no, this dude is he's very good at everything he does. He can rap, he can produce, you know what I mean? Like I said, he blows glass, he does all types of stuff. He always has good advice for my son. Um, Good dude, man. And uh, me just doing this live reaction, I could never repay him back for the things that he's possibly done for me, man. Good dude. But yeah, y'all check this out, man, and y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel, BDOWN Productions. You know what I mean? Very educated, smart dude, and I'm thankful for having him, at reach, man, where I can call him and ask him anything. Good dude, bro. Y'all check this out.
Gotta maintain.
Being from Toledo, Ohio, they used to call it the Glass City because it was full of glass blowers. And I discovered that BDOWN, he was a glass blower himself, but he made tobacco, all kinds of shapes, all kinds of designs. It was really amazing. Wish I had pictures of some of those.
But I really didn't know that was Father Time, though. So I'm so fucked up, though, right? Now I'm kind of nervous now, though, but get the camera off me. Hey, put the camera on.
Don't film me, motherfucker. What the fuck?
Hey, hold on. What did you want to hear, though?
Instaplat love.
Who?
Love. Instaplat.
Who the fuck is that?
You. Seriously, babe. Come on.
Hey, who is Instaplat?
Instaplat, no leprechaun, but I hit the jackpot.
I don't know. Whatever.
Hoes at my crib, shooting lines off the laptop.
Fuck Instaplat. Fuck you. Fuck everything else. Instaplat love.
Chris knocks on Bill's door, right? I just met the brother and everything, but
I think this dude right here is my boy CL's uncle, I believe. He looked just like CL, you know what I mean, and his father also. I think that's his uncle, if I'm not sure. My boy BDOWN is in the comments, man. If I'm right, let me know, man. Is that CL's uncle right there?
see, he had answered it. He said, what the f you want to do? I'm sleeping.
Just the sound of it, bro.
Like, look to your, I thought they were look to your left. There's a door. The dogs are back there locked up.
Bye.
He seemed like a guy that was quiet. Only spoke when he had something to say. As I got to know him, I realized that he was probably wise beyond his years.
God, when I first met BDOWN, I think we were all in the Uptown shop, and my first impression was I was just like, wow, because how he struck me as definitely someone North Minneapolis that wasn't a stranger to the struggle for other words or street life.
Do you know that we got straps in this motherfucker and I don't know you and you got a camera in my face?
Man, it's Northside.
Hood.
I know where I'm at, man. I'm BDOWN. And I make them pieces that this right here, I make these custom 4 niggas like
I
you.
need a custom.
Ain't no problem with y'all, man.
I need
It's
a
all
custom
love.
man chair. Well, how much you charge?
Huh?
How much you charge?
I tell you what.
Like, I would have never guessed a person, you know, and that's, you know, judging the book by its cover, but, you know, I knew he knew his way around the block, but I was like, what the hell? Like, dude made all this, like, it's a genius.
My boy BDOWN, he do make custom pipes, bongs, stuff like that. He sent my son a custom pipe, state of the art. My son kept getting these pipes that he would buy, and they hit the ground and they drop, and they would break, shatter in 100 pieces. But the one that BDOWN made for my son, he still has it today. You know what I mean? It's easy to clean. And if you want one, y'all can go and leave a message on under one of his videos on his YouTube channel, BDOWN Productions, and he'll get it out to you. He'll send it out to you. Or BDOWN, leave your Instagram or however or whatever a way for people to contact you if they want to get a custom pipe. You know what I'm saying? Leave some information down for people to get at you. I'm pretty sure, you know, we're in the weed smoker dimension, you know what I'm saying? And as good as those pipes are, you know, they're very good pipes, and they should be sold. You know, he should have his own pipe store, you know, big front, you know, in Hollywood somewhere, you know, big brick and mortar store in Hollywood somewhere. But you know, he blows these pipes, you know, hand custom pipes at his house. So if you can, BDOWN, leave some information on how they can contact you in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And like I said again, y'all go subscribe to BDOWN Productions on YouTube. That's my boy. All right.
It's like, and it's something that I really know nothing about. You know, I was familiar with the process of music and videography and things like that, other art forms, but this, I was just like, he's got a special mind for sure.
There's a few things you should know, like planting seeds and watch them grow. You don't always need no soil. You can get it done with some trouble. Find out options within choices. Where there's a will, then there's a way. Find a reason within voices. Can't do what you say.
He would just be the guy that would just be like just going away on the machine back there, just working. And we would all be conversating or goofing off, like me and Simon or whoever, KOB, and people who are down there. And he would just step away and be like, what about if we do this? Or, guys, I don't want to offend anyone, but this is where we should be thinking about uplifting, or this is the message that we should be putting in the music, or things like that. I always appreciated that, that he was just that voice of reason in the room.
Watch your back, watch your front, watch your sack, watch your blood. Don't mistake courage for stupidity. Think of pulling off a stunt. Obtain knowledge to protect your rod. Seek wisdom and fear of God. Stand upright, don't bend over. Keep that shot, you don't need to rover. Live within your means. Stay focused on your dreams. When you find yourself in darkness, just use your high beam.
That's BDOWN right there rapping. And let me tell y'all, man. One time my boy had came back from Minnesota, and they had this project that they put together, the Hennepin Division. I'll never forget it, man, because CL came to town and he had shirts. He had, you know, he pretty much had a whole rollout of how they were going to sell this product. You know what I'm saying? And man, I thought this stuff was from like a record label. You know what I mean? You know, the music, and not to mention, look, the CD was stolen out of my truck 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Because the music was clean. Like I would roll around and people in my car would be like, "Who is that?" And you know, I just hand them the cover. You know, I tell them it's my boy CL and this, you know, in this little group. You know, but they pretty much was running this whole, you know, their whole team like a record label, you know what I'm saying? And they would all work together. You know, they'd trade off work. Hey, you give me a beat, I'll do a verse for you later on. Or, hey, play the drums on this album. hey, can you play this guitar? Can you play your guitar on this album? You know, they did the barter technique. You know what I'm saying? They traded off, work with each other, and that's how they ran the whole label. I would call it a label. They would just say like working together. You know what I mean? But um, the product that they had, you know, it reminded me of the finishing product of a album. You know, and it was like I said, the CD was stolen out of my truck like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And it was beautiful, beautiful work, man. Good, very good stuff. Very good music, you know what I mean, and very good rollout and art and all that stuff, you know what I mean.
He's not he's not the guy that really talks a lot. He's a doer. And if he doesn't know how, he's just gonna figure it out.
I just thought that you should know. I just thought that you should know. I just thought that you should know. Going crazy. I don't think that you should grow. I just thought that you should know. I just thought that you should know. I just thought that you should know. I don't think that you should grow.
You come into the smoke shop upstairs, and then you pass like the register and go downstairs, and then it seems like a dungeon.
It was the basement of a smoke shop, and my man's had a workshop down there.
The man had a shop in the basement, and on top of the shop was a smoke shop, man.
But then you open this other door, and it's like a full workshop, and it looks like Iron Man's being constructed down there. Like it looks like some 2030 technology business is happening on a scientific level. And
man, I know he was selling glass pieces to the owner of the smoke shop upstairs, man. Like, and that's how he works.
There's these cases and stuff that you would find in a science lab, like beakers and like a few different stations where there's torches and huge ventilation. And I'm like, I mean, the first time I came down there, I was like,
all right, let me pick y'all up on something again. Like I said, go to BDOWN Productions on YouTube to find his YouTube channel. It's a lot of steak and potatoes videos on there. You know, that's what I like to call it, like steak and potatoes videos. And also, if you want a custom, homemade, state-of-the-art pipe made just for you, whatever colors you want, a deep bowl, a small bowl, whatever, however you want it made. I'm not very good with the pipe talk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can look in the comments. It says right here, BDOWN's glass art, and that's how you get in contact with BDOWN, and you can get you a custom BDOWN pipe. You know what I'm saying? State of the art. Like I said, he sent one out to my son, and I appreciate that too. And that pipe has hit the ground 4 or 5 times and hasn't broke. You know what I mean? Very good material. Each pipe is handmade. You know what I'm saying? And made just for you, your own color, your own size, however you want it made. But like I said, go to BDOWN, on BDOWN Productions on YouTube, and BDOWN's glass art. That's how you contact BDOWN. All right, let's get back to the work.
This is somebody you don't want to cross, because I don't know what he's got going on down here. I had no idea.
So I recognized that as well. It was like, wow, okay. So not only do not only was he monetizing his energy and skill, but the man was The man knew how to do business too.
And, you know, that was my first time really seeing how the glass blowing works. You know, I had never seen no factory or no workshop or nothing. And bro had all of his materials there, and I seen fam put one together. I think I might have got some video footage for him or something, but I seen how bro put them things together, like all sizes, all types of sizes. And I was like, man, just from not even seeing nobody ever do it before, but seeing how he did it, I was like, damn, that's how it's done. I mean, it was so effortless, it was flawless. Like, you could tell he was a pro.
That was dope. That part of it was dope because I'm pretty sure I walked through the smoke shop and went behind the back of the counters and went through the back door and then went through this back area and then went downstairs past these crazy ass pit bulls. And his shop was in the basement of the smoke shop where his was sold upstairs.
And look, when you when you get one of these pipes, you look at it, and I mean, it's beautiful, but you wouldn't think that look, if you check out this video, he runs everything like a Fortune 500 company. You know, he got his wife working with him, his son's doing the camera work. You know, and he never takes shortcuts or cut corners on making his material. It's always top brand. And he's working on it every day. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this stuff every day, working hard, and good dude, man. And watching this video, I've watched this documentary 4 or 5 times, and I knew off the top that I wanted to do a reaction to it, but I didn't want to undercut him. You know what I mean? Because there was so much put into this video, and for him being like a media person, you could hear it in the sound. You could see it in the visual. You know what I'm saying? That he put a lot of time. I'm not sure exactly how long it took him. Maybe I think he said something like a year or something. He was putting it together, but you can tell from the visuals, the sounds, everything. It just took a lot of time to put together. This ain't something that he just threw on iMovies and put together real quick. You know, this took a lot of time and effort to put this video together. You know, there's a bunch of people that came in and gave their thumbs up on his work and how hard he works, and you know, how much he helps people. And I didn't see one person on this video, or I've never heard one person ever say that he led them the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's either he'll tell you how to do something from point A to point B or point A to point Z, or he'll just tell you, I don't know how to do it. And he'll do the research himself. He'll tell you, I'll hit you right back. I'll get right back at you. And you know what I'm saying? And he'll let you know. But good dude, man. Very good dude.
That was luxurious.
He's even veered off into other things like necklaces and plant feeders, and
like he can make whatever. I saw this one conch shell one. It's like a clam shell or some stuff like that. I don't know. Can I swear?
If you a kid, get the fuck off the channel.
Go ahead, bro.
I can swear. Okay, yeah, some shit like that.
Excuse my language.
It's like, what are you doing? He had torches going and fans blowing out the window in his mom's basement.
We did what we did, and we are where we are now. And you've been doing it for almost 16 years now.
He's making pipes. It's like, really? He's like, yep, that's what I'm doing.
He's gotten a lot colder as time goes on, for sure. He's real talented.
Cool. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome altogether. I'm super proud.
Bill gave me opportunity. Bill taught me the value of giving opportunity to others. As time went on, I was able to provide him with opportunity. I saw it come back full circle. I'm I'm gonna take this opportunity let y'all know that without Bill giving me the opportunity to pick up this craft, this story wouldn't be told.
When they were when we were at Taylor Sound, she was more like his assistant. Matter of fact, they rarely did anything without each other. He and his wife, they're my favorite. They're like the model couple. It's very rare that you meet two people that seem like hand in glove to each other as these two people.
We have came so far, but there's further to go. Let's go.
Bought some candles from him and his wife. You know, got that clean cotton, like coconut lime verbena.
Let's go, let's make it happen. Let's go, let's make it happen.
His wife is very smart also. I haven't met his wife before, but I've heard through the homie CL that she's very smart also. She is the woman behind those scented candles. And you can also get those scented candles sent to you too. If you can, leave a link in the comments, just in case somebody might want to get some of those scented candles. I definitely want some, but I'll talk to you about that when we get off when I get off this live. But yeah, if anybody wants to get any of those scented candles, they smell very good and they last a long time. You know what I mean? Leave a link or a way for people to get those scented candles. Very, very good product.
Let's go, let's make it happen. Let's go, let's make things happen. Let's go, let's make it happen. Let's go, let's make things happen. Let's go, let's make it happen. Let's go, let's make things happen.
Dope stuff.
You can do it if you try. Never give up on your dreams. Don't let them thoughts get to you. No! I don't know what to say. Work smarter, not harder.
Let's go. We have came so far, but there's further to go.
Stop singing on my song.
He invited me up. I was taking the load up there, so I stopped at his shop. And I was impressed. I had never met anybody. I don't know anybody that blows glass.
I was inspired by the entrepreneurial aspect of it. Like, this guy has his own business, and it's unique to anyone that I grew up around.
And it was the first time I got a chance to see how it was done and what kind of equipment it takes to do it.
You know, North Minneapolis, I haven't seen anyone do that type of thing.
When I seen the glass, I was like, this shit raw as hell. Cause I ain't never seen no glass being like blown in front of me in real life, you know?
People are finding their way through sports or finding their way through music or college, but never have I ever seen someone from North Minneapolis or the hood blowing glass and making beautiful art and pieces.
And I mean, you know, when I see it done, it's like, wow, you know, it's amazing how you can manipulate glass like that, you know, with your breath, you know, the breath of life. Hey, all praise and glory to the Most High.
His workshop also has like a station for recording or a station for painting, or, you know, it looks like he's doing botany down there. He has a rack of plants, you know, like this guy is just into so many different things, and it's all like, you know, higher knowledge or elevated ways of thinking about art or science and things like that.
Always trying to improve. Always trying to.
What I get from watching these documentaries is BDOWN is a person that doesn't he doesn't take advantage of opportunity or friendship, whether you be black, white, Mexican, Samoan, whatever your race is. You know, to me it seems like, you know, he can make a better person out of somebody that hangs around him, you know, and he doesn't take advantage of you, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just watch the video, man. There's probably a good 50 people that come and they speak good about him, and they're not doing this just because of the documentary. They're doing this because the relationship they have with BDOWN and things that he's done for them, you know what I mean? And he'll wake up in the middle of the night and come help you, or, you know, if you need to talk to him about something, you know, he'll give us 100%. And like I said, if he doesn't know, he'll just tell you he don't know. But it's gonna bother him. He would not go to sleep without doing the research on it and trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And those are some of the things I've learned about knowing this dude. You know what I'm saying? He is he's a good dude, man, and you know, he knows a lot, you know, and he enjoys helping people. You know what I'm saying? He's gave me so much advice, whether it be my how to deal with my kids, or, you know, how to fix something, or how to research something, how to look for something. He's not the type of person that's just gonna come straight off the head and just tell you something. He's gonna research something 3 or 4 times before he gives it to you, because he doesn't want to give you bad advice. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of guy that you know, there need to be more people around like this dude, man. This dude is a very, very good dude, man, and I appreciate, you know, the friendship I've got with this guy, you know, for the last couple of years. You know, it's always been good stuff, you know. And let's get back to the video.
To make quality pieces that you're gonna enjoy, and troubleshooting, you know, making sure that a pipe operates.
It really hit though, ain't gonna lie.
I've known BDOWN for must be about 10 years now. Friend, he seemed really mellow.
And look at the people that's come to speak on them. These ain't just hood niggas. These are people that work 9 to 5s. These are hardworking white people to your hood, your neighborhood hood brother that walk around and, you know, just need their little peace pipe to pull out and smoke real quick. You know what I'm saying? Or business owners. You know, look at this guy right here. You know, this isn't somebody that you think you can just walk up and talk to, but B has built relationships with people from all walks of life that he has helped, and they realize that B is good. He's a man of his word, and he's also a good friend, a good father. You know what I'm saying? A good everything. You know, and he knows a lot, and he don't mind helping people, even if he don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. I don't want to talk through this whole I don't want to talk through this whole documentary, but it's hard not to come in and give you a little information on this dude because there's so much about him that the world doesn't know, and they need to know about this dude. You know what I'm saying? And all right, let's get back to the video.
Down to earth. Walking into the studio, it was a total vibe. The building was what felt like an old school building, and you go in, there was some real 70s vibes to it, and then you get into his studio, and there was a little setup, and then a little storefront with all these nice glass pieces.
Piece of merch, yeah, he got his own merch.
And that was all his pieces, so that was his display, his storefront.
Right now, the website is officially being developed. By who? KOB. That's right. Made it happen for B.
Alright, no, but I like that. You know what I mean? Like the vibe. So, I found it.
Yeah. So how can they get a hold of you if they want to rent out your spaces?
BDOWNsglassart.com. There's contact information.
All right, that's it right there, y'all. B.glassart.com. If y'all need to get any glass work done, he got you. You know what I'm saying? B.glassart.com. That's it right there. That's the website right there being built as we speak. Well, it's already been, but I'm just showing you on this video. The guy was building it while he was doing the documentary.
All over there, and so I get a hold of him. Okay. I'm trying to get traffic to the website.
And I remember when he first got that spot, it was very bare. And was there even ceilings? I know this stuff was roughed out, right? But it was really bare in there. I mean, he put walls and rooms and doors and different windows, and he even had a front area with display cases. It was like a store area. So it was actually 3 spots. It was he had a studio and his workshop where he created the pieces in the same spot. And that's how much area, how much space now had to be. 1,200 or so, 1,500 or so square feet. And yeah, it was all open and he sectioned it off. And then I think his wife, when she started her business, she had a display area in there too. And then his son was doing, because then he kept it in the family too, which I respected. But yeah, that space was it was really dope. It was dope. The location was at.
I was hanging out at the shop one day, and his creative space was cool. You know what I mean? It was, he had the music studio in the back in that one room. It's glass blowing in that bigger room, and then just that common area, right? So yeah, I was like, hey man, you got a bathroom? He was like, oh yeah, it's upstairs. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, just go up there. So, you leave out this space. And I said, oh, all right. So up there? I was just like, he was like, yeah, go up there. So, all right. So yeah, I went up there, walked in there. What the fuck is this? It looked like a fucking scene out of a murder, a horror movie. Yeah, that bathroom. Yeah, it was tripped out, man. It was fucking horrible, man. Horrible. But yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like about going over there, man. The fucking bathroom. Looked like some evil shit was going down up in there, man.
My hips, kneecaps, feet, and whole legs get sore from putting in work nonstop, cause I'm trying to get more. My shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers be aching. I ain't got time for friends, so it's money I'm making.
Just to let y'all know, this is BDOWN music that's playing in most of this documentary, and he also edited and filmed this documentary, which is years of work compacted together. It took to make this documentary. Some of the interviews from different people that are in this video. Some of them have passed, and may they rest in peace. But yeah, some of the people that are in this video are still around. Some of them has passed, and this is his music that he put together back when he was doing music. And man, this was a well put together documentary. You know what I'm saying? This isn't something that he put together like me. I put my stuff together in probably 20, 30 minutes and make a thumbnail for it and spit it out. But this is well thought out, very well put documentary.
The second shot was just as awesome. There was just more space. It felt more like a warehouse. And once again, when I stepped in, it was just like, you built it all again. Like it was like another, and this isn't a small station. It's like a huge station with ovens and gas tanks and, beakers and all these glass pieces and materials to create and blow glass.
I mean, I'm getting drunk. Turn up, trying to save my life. Switch lanes, but I don't turn right. Go left, I'm gonna lose my sight. Roll up and we gon' get high.
The glass blowing studio was raw. It was some shit I ain't never seen before. They showed me all the heat and shit and all that shit. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, that shit was raw.
I think anytime you step into a space and you expect one thing and you're surprised by what's there, it's always a memorable kind of core memory. So, I remember walking in and seeing torches flaming out and just like this guy standing there with this cold, like cool, calm, almost glass-like, ironically, glass-like character.
He's looking into your eye to know who you are. That's how it feels.
Very private guy, because I came, I think, up to the studio, and I walked all the way back into his workshop, and they gave me that look like you came too far. So I didn't want to see nothing I was supposed to see.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, to tell if you telling the truth about certain things, and it's like he reading you. That's how I feel. That was my first impression. Like I was being read. You feel me? Without even allowing it, type of thing. Like just your first couple of words, you're gonna determine who you is to him.
Standing there blowing glass, just like you can tell he spent years refining his craft. He's a craftsman, and you don't find people in a multidisciplinary sense that had this skill set. I've never seen anybody. I don't think I ever met anybody since who has a certain set of skills.
I ain't gonna lie, the glass blowing, that should be heavy, bro. I'd be fucking with the designs he be making. The fact that I would do is the first person that I ever seen you could put some damn glowing into some glass. You can make some glass glow. Like what the fuck? I ain't never seen no pieces like this. Like I've seen.
For sure, I've seen some of those pipes, and I'd be thinking to myself like I've seen pipes in the past, and I always wondered how they were made, and I thought that this couldn't be made by hand, but those pipes that he make, they're all handmade, hand blowed pipes. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the ones that I've seen, like in the past, they got all of these colors and different designs. I'm thinking to myself that this had to have been made on some kind of machine, like some assembly line, in some kind of warehouse. But nah, bro, this dude blows these pipes one at a time. You know what I'm saying? One pipe at a time. And, when he's finished, he's off to the next. You know what I mean?
Pieces, don't get me wrong, some of his pieces, like his basic ones, are basic. They're supposed to be that way. Even the basic one, I'm gonna be real. Even the basic ones, them is like pieces you don't really like. You got some higher quality pieces. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of them, nigga. Compared to this one, got this shit from what is it? A smoke shop. This one is made by BDOWN. This one is made by the smoke shop. Both are wonderful hitters at some point. This one, cracking. This one, spitting back. BDOWN. Now it still hits. Little. I've never seen a bowl this little in my life. I don't know why I purchased it. This bowl, perfect size. Little, still fits bigger blunts, all type of shit. It can fit a bigger, you feel me? All of that. Bigger nug, bigger blunt, bigger roach, bigger anything. This, spitting back at you. I still ain't cleaned this because it's like, it ain't no point. I'm not hitting that. This, I could smooth, hit this at any time. And it, you feel me? It feels nice. It's a good feeling to it too. You can tell it's the right, you feel me? The glass and everything. I don't know if there's definitely a difference in glass too, because I ain't gonna lie.
I remember he made me custom pieces with my stage name in the piece, man. And I think at that point is when I really knew how good he was and how much he had mastered that craft, whether in parallel or alongside or prior to him, you know, working on the music.
Have you ever owned a BDOWN glass piece?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I probably have 10 to 15 pieces of his art.
I own 2 pieces right now.
Yes, I do. I actually do.
Dozens.
I got like 3-4 pieces now.
I call it an old man pipe. You know, one of them pipes, them long pipes.
On this one piece is like a little one where basically it's like, you know, put a little bit of weed in there and that's it.
Yeah, I've owned a couple.
I actually own several.
Oh yeah, I done got plenty pieces from BDOWN.
And I got an actual little, like, compact little bowl I could just put in my pocket, you know. It's kind of easy to carry around with me.
I'm planning to get one. Me and him, we've been talking about like a piece with the Cleveland Brown.
It's a clear little bowl that's like, you know, very small, compact, but yeah, it's like when you hit it, it's like, it hits smoothly but harsh too at the same time.
I own probably 3 spoons, 10 or 11 pinchies.
I got a bong. I got a little oney.
Regular one hitter. I ain't with all that bong shit. You know, fuck with that, but yeah, one hitter.
I done got plenty of pieces from BDOWN. One in particular, I remember, I think bro blessed me with one for my birthday one year.
A conch shell, a couple of his artistic pieces.
I got I don't know what the other one's called, like just a regular little pipe.
Man, I used to just, there'd be days when I go over to his house 2-3 times a day.
Because yours. Oh man, see, I love my people, man.
Conch shell. I really was drawn to the piece because it can disguise.
I mean, look at the artwork on that pipe, bro. That's crazy. I don't know how the hell you blew that, you know what I mean? But it looks like it was hard, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool. Look at the colors in it. Nice artwork.
Eyes. It doesn't always look like a pipe.
Made it in my favorite colors. I still got it at the crib too. Anytime, you know, somebody bless me with something, especially for a birthday, bro, I gotta keep it. But them ones, you know, made it my favorite colors, black and blue, and some other like galactical colors sprinkled in there, you know what I mean? It had like that real astrological feel to it.
The type of pieces vary from, you know, one hitters to big steamrollers. I mean, all over the board. If he's made a piece, I probably bought it.
But yeah, ever since then, I mean, I you know, I would go to BDOWN and get hella custom pieces. You know what I mean? We you know, I turned a lot of people on to his pieces just from having them, and you know what I'm saying, getting them off, and then going back to BDOWN and getting more pieces. So yeah, he definitely do his thing.
And I remember saying, all we need to do is get this to Wiz Khalifa or get one of these of Snoop, and all he's got to say is, yeah, that's my homie BDOWN, or something. Now later Gator, something, anything. And then the next thing you know, because his work it's good.
All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. We live our lives this way. Ain't no half stepping, knowledge is a weapon. Baby with the gang, credit's what I'm repping. Gotta hold it down with the best of my ability. Never getting tired, I'ma pray for more legitimacy. Energy, strength, stamina, protection. Down the road when there's a turn, some direction. Cut to the chase, get to the matter. This is not a race when we're all on a ladder. Climb to the top, maybe then I'll take a break. We don't wanna stop, make no mistake. It's crunch time in overdrive. Only hit the line to feel alive. Ain't no time for play. Put in work for pay today. Take that pay and put it away for the inevitable rainy day.
Can you do it?
Yes, right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know that I have other people that want hundreds in their pocket. So I'm gonna give you 11 minutes to duplicate it. And so you better get your work.
All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. We live our lives this way. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. All work, no play, rain sun, nice day. We live our lives this way.
End of the day, that shit still, it was like busting type of work. Like motherfuckers was having fun working at the same time, you feel me?
I was up at the shop enough to see a lot of glass being blown. Whether it's B going in there and blowing glass or Big B going in there and blowing glass, they're there from, like, let's say I come in there in the morning and come back there at night, they're still blowing glass.
It's rare where you see someone who can do two things and be good at them simultaneously. So, I do recall that, which was, a measure of his, his industry.
It's not easy either, because that shit, trust me, that shit's not easy. The way it looked easy, but I know it's not easy.
So many people that were, local in the scene, and this is before people started going regional, before people started going national, international, anything like that. So many people didn't have a backup plan or a passion outside of music or anything feasible that they could monetize, a skill or good or service where I found it was impressive that he did.
Helping me out, be down behind the camera, you know what I'm saying? Tone Miami, you know what I'm saying? Jay Hard, we got, Q Serious in the back, Scott on the camera, he doing this thing.
He helped a lot on the music side and just the business side of everything and the music side of everything. Just help structure shit more. Can I cuss?
If you a kid, get the fuck off the channel.
Yeah, he just helped structure shit more type shit.
I mean, he's smart, and he was never, and that's another thing about him, generous. Like, he would never want to withhold information. If he knew something about art or a way to do something with art, he would totally offer up that knowledge to you.
And he's helped me with worldview and understanding the way other people operate.
There was plenty of times where, because he would have a lot of books down there, where I would borrow books that you wouldn't find anyone else's book. Be like, BDOWN, where'd you get this? And he'd be like, oh, Chev, I go deep. And then he'd just walk off with like a cookie or something.
Like every time we get to conversations and shit, he talks like some.
Yeah, bro, dude got a shitload of books, man. CL told me this one story about lawyer's office was closing up and they were getting rid of a whole lot of books. They're gonna throw them all away, I guess. And B went down there and got all of those books, man. He picked up all of those books, you know what I mean? And he probably still has them today. I'm pretty sure.
real deep shit.
To know BDOWN is to know a man of many talents and much wisdom. And so you see him blowing glass, and then you see him have his kids blowing glass. And that is that's another level of genius right there, because that's indigenous hand-me-down practices. That's cultural craft that's moving, and to have that skill set in a world where you don't see a lot of that. I think you should pay attention, and I think you should learn from individuals like.
That's another thing too. He passed the skill down to his kids, and I'm not sure if his son still enjoys blowing glass, but I'm pretty sure he knows how to. His son is a very good cameraman. His son does camera work. I think he might have been one of the people that helped him put the documentary together, and he's pretty good behind the camera. My nephew is a cameraman also, and they both got good camera work, man. And that's one thing you're supposed to do, man. When you have a craft like this, that's how you build a dynasty. You pass it down to your family, your kids, or somebody just going to enjoy the craft and that can pass it on to somebody else. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. Passing the craft to somebody else that wants it. You know what I'm saying? And they can use it. They can use that craft to turn a dollar. Because that's how the white people do, man. They start Fortune 500 companies and they pass it down to their kids. And it's good to see that this brother is doing the same thing for his family, him and his wife. His wife has a candle family, a candle business. She makes candles homemade right there, and right there at their house. You know what I'm saying? And they ship them out all across the map. And this is something that they pass on to their kids, and their kids will probably pass it on to their kids or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's a beautiful part about this dude B. You know what I mean? He doesn't mind sharing information, that can help the next man make money. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing.
Like that, who possess these unique and rare talents.
To kind of get information and knowledge and wisdom out of him that way was helpful for me very early in my artistic journey, as he was one of the first people to really encourage, one of the first artists actually to really encourage me to pursue my career as a wood artist. Honestly, without his kind words in the beginning, there's a good chance I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now.
He's the type of man to tell you, like, no, don't say you want to do this, act on it.
He's very inspiring because as I got to know him, the more and more I got to know him, he is the poster child for, and I mean this with all due respect, when dudes be saying, oh, I can't do it, or you can't do that, it can't be done, that's bullshit, because
I don't think can't exist in this guy's vocabulary, you know what I mean? Because if there's something that he can't do, he's going to figure it out, you know what I mean? He's going to figure out how to do it. He's going to Google it. He's going to find out one way or another. He's going to check. He's going to do the research and figure it out. There's no can't or won't. There's certain words that you won't hear come out this guy's mouth, and can't's one of them.
Doing it.
If you say you want to do this, take some steps to it. You feel me? Because the fact that it's like, what's the point of you saying something, saying that you want to do something in life, but then you don't even like do nothing about it? So he's the type of person to tell you, like, don't just sit there and just say, do it.
because once you like, you know, once you take steps to that, once you take steps to your goal, it's like, you know, that's like better than just sitting down, just like saying, oh yeah, I want to do this and just not even do nothing about it. Taking that step towards your goal is like progress. It's progress.
I honestly take this one as a lesson. Lots of lessons actually that I've learned from Brian. I remember one day I went over and he had an easement cut out, or an egress window, and he said, I was like, what did you do? I just rented a saw and cut the hole in the wall, and we did it. Back then, you know, I never would have even considered trying something. I didn't consider that I would be able to do something like that. And every time I think of something new that I might not want to try doing, I always think back to that day that he cut a big ass hole on the side of his house in the bricks. It was like, just dive in.
Yeah, he's the type of man you can really talk to about like a lot of things. He's a motivational person too. He's a motivational speaker.
You know, that's one of the things I admire about him. And as I got to know him, he's grown, especially in law information.
BDOWN definitely always on some he was always on some next level, like making it, you know, a reality, the things that we would think we can only dream of, or that was so out of touch or out of reach. He would prove that it's like, look, I can do this, so y'all can do it too. And he still continues to do that to this day. Like, bro, is just breaking barriers, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's constant inspiration, and it's cool just to even know somebody, be able to say, I know somebody personally that has this and that, that's done this and that, you know, so much that bro has done. So most definitely, like, bro inspired me a lot of ways.
So when cats sit up here and say, man, they can't do that, I can't do it, blah, 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 yada, 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 that's bullshit, because he's doing it. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things I like about him. You know, family oriented, down to earth, humble cat. You know what I mean?
He's the type of person, he'll motivate you to do things that you want to do. Like, say if you want to become like an artist or something like that, he'll talk to you and like motivate you and give you a tips on how to be an artist, and like basically say, like, you know, if that's really your passion, just move forward to it. Like, you know, a lot of people just say they want to do something in life but don't really make like take the steps to do the things they want to do in life.
Just even the times where I'm talking to him, you feel me? Like the conversations I had with him at the studio, you feel me? It's like he's speaking motivation type of thing, trying to, you feel me, trying to get people to get up and do things instead of sitting down. You know, you can do more with your life than just sit down and do nothing. You got a talent, use it. Okay.
But yeah, I always say, you know, when dudes say, man, I can't do bullshit, because I know somebody who's doing it. You know,
and not only did he do it himself, he also offered those services, teaching his art to other people. So sometimes there would be students down there. Like, this guy's got students. It's a college now.
I've always seen proteges and mentors around BDOWN. Right, I think he's a person who's very intentional. Even
like I said, man, he's passing the knowledge off to somebody else, man. That's something that I didn't know, that he would have students down there learning the craft. You know what I mean? He's down there teaching them how to blow glass, how to produce, how to make music. Everything that he knows, he doesn't mind passing it off to somebody else, giving somebody else the knowledge and teaching them how to make something, how to build something, whatever it is that he knows. He doesn't mind sharing the craft with others. You know what I'm saying? You know, whether it be somebody that he just met in the streets, you know, he'll give them advice, or you know, the way to start whatever craft that person's trying to do. And you know, even if you're gonna bullshit him with it, he's gonna put the idea into your head, you know, just so he can say that he helped you, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's so many people out there that, you know, they want to keep information to themselves, man. And this guy's nothing like that. You know, like I said, there need to be more people in the world like this guy, man. And he doesn't mind helping others.
And with all of his crafts, to draw from different wisdom.
West North Side represent.
Lifestyles of the broken starving, put your money where your heart is.
I like to think of our tribe as a group of curators. We curate these eclectic people, collective skills, unique skills, certain attitudes and values. And you only get that from building that kind of set of relationships with people who can really teach you a lot of things, right? And so I've seen proteges in there blowing glass, his kids and people who are not his kids, and met people who have mentored him, and him have a lot of respect for those relationships, and people have a lot of respect for him. So there's a tradition to that.
That's everybody at Berkeley. This whole environment looks like Berkeley kind of. All right. Oh my God. You said that's how they talk?
Yeah, no, they're like brother and sister, man. They just play like that.
That's how they play it? See? Man, I know a bunch of bitches just like that.
That makes for an honorable person. When people seek your guidance and your wisdom, and people want to give you wisdom, right? That speaks to both confidence and humility, which I think is a very important set of leadership characteristics, right? I had the confidence to know I got the skills, but I got the humility to know I got a lot to learn. And the more I learn, the less I know.
I don't know. Still was busting, bro. I always felt like I was just like, I don't know, like when I was in school, but like I could go there and be doing something like learning how to do something, you feel me? That I already had interest in, but I was, you feel me? I ain't have the tools or the means to do it.
I think it's really important to see people create space for others, right? Like there's a gift that certain people have for creating space, creating energy, and creating an air of appreciation, of the people in the space and of the intentions, and like a kind of a call to action that happens when you step into a space that somebody curates with you in mind, right? And so I've always felt at home from day one in a BDOWN studio.
Be real, it's just the vibe at the studio is like it was like being. It was like being like, you had them times where you go to your cousin crib and y'all kicking it, and then it's that time where y'all finna leave and you the only family finna leave, your little cousins and them, they still there staying and kicking it and all of that other. Yeah, bro. That's how I felt. Every time I knew I had to go back to the crib, it was getting to that time, you feel me? So it's like eventually I'd be sitting there kicking it until it hit 1 o'clock. We'd be trying to make music, make beats, make something.
I've spent a lot of time in those spaces, and they're some of my favorite creative experiences. And I think, the role that BDOWN plays in that is coming in, not being like, never wants to be the center of attention, is always coming in like the set manager on a Broadway play, right? He like throw some smoke into the air or change the lighting, or come through and like use this plugin, bow, 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 and just walk away and just dip off, or like hand you something. You're like, what do I do with this? Like enhance the mood, enhance the outcome, right?
He kind of put incentives towards do with what you can do, you feel me? Because if you got a talent, why not use that? So it's like every time I went down there, I try to at least put something on some paper, you feel me, or write something down, get on a song with, you feel me, whoever was in there in the studio. It's like, end of the day, try to work towards something. That's what the studio gave. It gave that impression, like once you walk in there, it's time to work, you feel me?
And so You know, when we had the shop in Uptown, Crunch Time, that was the first era of studio space. And I think that just had a natural draw to it when he was there. There was a gravity in that space. And so it kept me just coming back. And then the people who circulated through the space, there's nothing more motivating, I think, to a creative than to be around other creatives that they admire and who respect them. And, you know, you can collect.
I never got a chance to see that Crunch Time studio. My bad, but I've heard plenty stories about it. You know, and it was a great place to be for creative minds. You know what I mean? And probably a lot of music was created there. A lot of product was created there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of weed smoking was created there. You know, great place to be for people that were trying to create and put things together, learn, teach. You know what I'm saying?
Collaborate and you can challenge each other. But it's all love from the very top. Then the second studio, when you came back to the north side, that was a very interesting space. And I think it had a lot of energies around it. I say that. Very powerful forces. Just down by the river, you on indigenous land, you also space for us by us, but there's also history in the space. And you walk in and you feel all kinds of energies from it, right? And so creatively, you have to work with that. You have to work with emotions, I think, that emerge in spaces, right? When you're trying to be creative, when you're channeling creativity, there's a lot of, and you're an antenna, right? And so I've made some straight heat in that studio. Like some of my favorite joints, the workflow has been crazy. The people who come through, always crazy. You never know what you're gonna get. You might get an OGE in there, and he's coming in there and he got the hand mic.
Let's do it, B. I like how you got the microphone here, boss. Because in the studio, you always have to have that in-hand microphone.
And he's lined in.
Just when you thought we couldn't have any more music. Yeah, we got more music, man. We got a vault up in this motherfucker, man. That's so full. If they even really knew about the vault, right now, we would get raided right now. Motherfuckers would be outside, nigga, plotting on us right now. It'd be 10 niggas with ski masks. If they knew what we had up in this vault, man. See, and that's the thing about it, man. But nobody knows about it, man, because we always kept it like.
You gonna let that man talk?
Y'all don't let that go over your head about what the guy said about there being a vault of product there, and this isn't something like a shitload of money, but they're speaking on products that they made as far as music and production and things that they put together with each other that means the world to them. It may not mean as much to others because they didn't have no part of making it, but those products that they put together themselves together that may have took 3 months, 6 months, 7 months, a year. You know what I mean? It means the world to them. And that's what he meant by there being a vault of goods there. That meant the world to them. You know what I mean?
It's gonna let him do what he's doing.
You know what I mean? Because it's only trouble when somebody finds out about where you got your stash spot, man. Don't tell nobody, man. It's that simple. Now we over here Northside hood niggas, man, in the middle of the hood with millions of dollars worth of music up in here, man. I'm talking about so much money. It's like Fort Knox of music up in here, man. Everywhere you look, man, it's another gold track, another gold bar. I mean, we got all type of jewels up in here, man. You know what I mean? We'll fuck around, open a file, and it'll be just nothing but rubies will come out, man. Like a treasure chest, nigga. You know what I mean? Just full of nothing but trophy-sized jewels. One diamond alone is worth 1 billion. And we just sit there, to us, it's nothing, Because to us, you know, it's all about pride, man. It never was about the dollar sign, man.
You know, yeah, it's incredible spaces to be in. Or you meet like a Rise John.
Studio voices calling from behind the walls of Babylon. So I like King Rushton come straight out of the window.
Comes in and you make a whole reggae bounce, and you don't even make reggae joints. It's first and only joint you made that's like this. And it's...
Yeah, Rastafari. And I like come chant music. Say, hey, this one called Mr. Warrior. Prima see them say liar.
B told me just do like 30 minutes of this documentary, but man, there's so many gems in this documentary. I don't even know where to stop at. You know, I like I said, I've seen this 6, 7, maybe 10 times, and each time I learn more and more stuff. You know what I mean? And it keeps pulling in, and I don't even know where to stop. It's just so good, and there's so many gems into this documentary. I don't even know where to stop at, but I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer, y'all.
Between the black and white, them a damn liar. But them a damn liar. It's everywhere that you go in this way. It's everywhere that you go in this world of today. So please, my see them say lies between the black and white. But them a damn liar. Them a damn liar. Them a damn liar. It's you go in this world of today. It's everywhere that you go in this world of today.
It's kind of stellar. And again, BDOWN's like the conductor, low key. Like he's like the background conductor. He's playing the wall, but he's in the middle of it all too at the same time.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just know what it needs to be doing. Feel it. I just bring them together.
It's good. You enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, enjoy it.
He just kind of floats through the room, you know, and then he lays his piece, and then he's back doing what he's doing, blowing some pieces. Got a bunch of joints in the oven, you know. He got his entire TV collection of YouTube shows going on. He's listening to things, and he's hyper focused, and he's in his craft. And if you have a craft and it's like a singular thing that you know how to do, you can be 10 hours in it, 12 hours in it, and barely come up for air, right? And so last thing I'll say on this is I think that B is a motivator, right? He's always going to champion the people he champions. Like, he's in your corner, and you know that when you're dealing with him. And so, you know, he's a giver. He doesn't expect anything in return, maybe except for like some character traits. But I think people like that make everybody around them better. And so, you're lucky to have givers in your life, because a lot of people are takers, or a lot of people just give what they get. They just try to reciprocate, but it ain't the same thing.
And I'm like, yo, this guy's like, you know, he's kind of like a hood sensei, you know, because on the beautiful thing about BDOWN is, and what I love about some people is that if you've been through one side of things, like the struggle, and you've managed to learn from those situations and stuff, you have a wealth of information when you come into the other side of things, where now you know how to apply yourself and conduct yourself and a lot of people who, you know, you're just like, oh, that person's so great and so good. And it's like, well, yeah, they haven't been through anything.
They don't know all the things that we've been through. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know all the things that we've been through. They don't know. They don't know.
You know, it's really nice to be that way when you haven't been through much. But when you know someone has been through things and then they're this beautiful person, you can appreciate it even more.
They don't know all the things that we've been through. And they probably never will. And they probably never will. They don't know all the things that we've been through. Take what y'all been through and times it all by 2. You only are half our age. You only read half the page. You only feel half the rage. You only see half the stage. You haven't seen much yet. You haven't felt such sweat. The blood, the tears, the pain. No gain. Maintain the rain. Complain. The bruise, the stain. Can't get it out, it's there. This isn't just about gray hair. Aged like anything good. Wine, wood. You wouldn't understand this though. Went over your head, you're from. They don't know all the things that we've been through. They don't know. They don't. They don't know. They don't know all the things that we've been through. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. This the music and some of the music that was made in this documentary, some of it's pulled, man, and the shit still jammed, like the stuff that's playing right now, man. Shit jammed, bro. You know what I'm saying? All the things that we've been through, and they probably never will. And they probably never will. They don't know all the things that we've been through. Take what y'all been through, and times it all by 2. Long days, long nights, wrong ways, the wrong fights, the secrets, the lies, the keys, the spies, the drama, the shock, the loose mama, the rock.
And when your mom gone, that's the best friend you ever had. Your mom loves you unconditionally. It doesn't matter what.
Man, he ain't never lied about that one, man. When your mom's gone, feel like you lost the best person, your best friend in the whole world, man. And, you know, rest in peace to B's mom and my mom also, and CL's mom. You know, we've all lost our mom, and that's something that we all have in common, man. But rest in peace to the good mom, man. They don't make them like they used to.
What you do or what you say, your mom loves you.
Bounce back, hold on, stay on track, be strong, get along, get along. You can't trust them, get them gone, move on, keep it going, set some goals and make a plan. Boy, you've been through hell and back, that's what made you a man.
They don't know all the things that we've been through. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know all the things that we've been through. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know all the things that we've been through. And they probably never will. And they probably never will. They don't know all the things that we've been through. Take what y'all been through and times it all by 2. Times it all by 2.
It's coming from Dan to my son, my oldest son, which I love dearly, and my favorite daughter-in-law. He has suffered a loss of his mother. I suffered the loss of my mom too. This is a hard bridge to cross. And no one will never know till you cross that bridge.
Hey, I remember when Grandma used to go in the big city. I eat this 24/7. Don't you remember? You're just a old country boy living in a big city. Living in a big city. Where the cuckoo, the boom boom, and the quack quack quack, and the hey hey hey, and the cuckoo. Say your mama is just a old country boy living in a big city. I'm just a old country boy living in a big city. I tell you something about your life, in my life. I just your life, in my life.
You know, showing me the setup and everything. And man, I was really impressed, man. This dude knows his thing. You know, as far as blowing glass, that is. You know what I mean? He got that. That's his thing.
You want to do something in life, but it's like you don't know where to start. I feel like he's the type of person you can talk to.
And higher, yeah.
Elevate, don't procrastinate. Let them hate, fast and late. Mind state, don't lose focus. Don't tolerate no hocus pocus. Achieve the goal, stick to the plan. Believe control is not in a man or a woman or an item. Hard to describe, give it a title. Just know there's things that you don't know that he won't show unless you grow taller, so you can reach power. The truth to teach the next generation, that's what matters. No hesitation, climbing ladders, stepping up, moving along, repping it up in every song.
Get higher and higher and higher, yeah. Stack this money up, we can't get enough. Smoke this doty up, we get higher.
It's like he's trying to build an empire, is what it seems like, bro.
I believe him and his son built the studio.
That's the first thing that came to my head when I seen this. Like, this dude's trying to build an empire, a dynasty, and he's not being shy with his employees. He's allowing others to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? And he's the type of person, if he gets rich or if he knows something, he wants you to know too. You know what I'm saying? Good people, man. People that think like that, man. The world needs to be, filled with people like that. Not greedy. Don't mind sharing. Type of people like that, man. They take the shirt off their back and give to you. And that's what I get so far from this guy, man, from the little time that I've known him, you know what I'm saying? And good guy, man.
And it was like a full-on booth, everything you needed you could record an album down there.
You're on the right track, B. I'm proud of you, champ. You know what I'm saying? Still waiting on that intro, though.
Yeah, I got
And that was supposed to be part for the intro?
Part of it. You know, I'm gonna build it up. I'm gonna put more into it. You know, some of you talking.
I think this is his son right here, Little B. B, is this your son right here? Let me know if I'm right or wrong. But I believe that's his son to everybody that's watching. Look, he looks just like him.
I got the beat gonna come in too.
I got the whole shit here too. You like Jeremy's intro? You like Jeremy's intro?
I seen it, yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, she like Jeremy's intro. Yeah. It's hard though, champ.
And his son just as talented as him, you know, with melodies, split-second melodies.
It's all about peace and how I'm gonna find it. I'ma get rich. It's all about timing. Sharpen my skills. You know I ain't lying. Invest in myself. You know I stay grinding. Run up a check.
Yeah, that was his son. So yeah, for everybody to know.
Turn it to diamonds. All about peace, but we can get violent. Give me some silence.
It was just an amazing space to be a part of and to know about, because that was the other thing. These places are like, it's like you got to be a part of the Super Friends, because it's like this is Batman's lair, and you're not going to know where it's at, when it's happening, or what's going on.
That's a great way to explain that workspace, Batman's lair. Yeah, that's a pretty good definition of what they had going at that time. You know what I mean? Great place to learn and to build. You know what I'm saying?
I met BDOWN through his Brian, down like studio session and shit, you know, vibing and shit, you know, little brotherhood shit we got going on.
Just trying to get y'all moving. Y'all have everything you need. Everything you need. You already got it.
He a good role model. For sure, he a good role model. You know, he ain't gonna lead nobody, you know, the wrong way. And he another like listening ear.
When you get to the studio, or you got to the studio or the shop, or either one, because it was both. It was like, to me, it was two different environments. It was the studio, then it was the shop. Shop was the area where you're like, okay, you can't be out here expecting to do no hooligan shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, but you still one of them like cool work environment type of thing. The studio was you could kick it, lay back, and you feel me, write some lyrics down, get your mind right, and get in the booth and spit some shit.
If you came there, you might not even have been an artist or a glass blower, but by the end of it, you know something about blowing glass. You might leave with a book. You might record a song or have freestyled with some people who have albums out.
Bro, that nigga hard. Why you didn't do that on the mic though, bro?
I don't know.
Yo,
freestyling is just me.
Or mixtapes out in Minneapolis who actually have a pretty decent name for themselves.
The little shit, like when we was making a song and your dad, he'd just come in the studio. Let me put that shit on. Let me hear what that shit's from about.
I ain't gonna lie, that was the best part about OG folks, because he used to come in there. We had woods, fat ass woods. He'd come in there with paper, a real doink of a paper, bro. Like, I'm talking about that be the one thing clapping the most out of the whole session. Like, how this man come in with one doinky paper, boy, and we all in bitch coughing, damn near from the hurl.
And then he'll add like a little sample from something. He had us put like a little sample of something in there, and that shit was raw. Just little shit like that.
I'm up in the window, my vision is too clear. Sometimes I can't sleep cause I be having these nightmares. Wake me up from my dreams, I hope that I see you right there. See, lost to his battle, we know that life doesn't fight so harder, getting stronger. I'm a black sheep, nigga, I'm a soldier. Take a sip of these lyrics, see all the feelings I pull. Got a lot in this pen, I'm really trying to let go. This shorty said she down, she gon' ride with me. I gotta watch the way that the world is getting heavy. If I ever disappear, promise you won't forget me. That's why I need somebody who gon' ride with me. Ride, just ride with me. Ride with me. Ride.
BDOWN is a team player. So, I mean, in some cases to a fault. Whereas I was less of a team player, he was more. And yeah, he was always community driven. He was always community resource driven. He was always looking to network, not only for himself, but with other people that he knew together. You know, even if he derived no benefit from it. And I just feel like he just stayed attempting to bring people together. There's actually a lot of people that I met through BDOWN. Some people that I ended up working with professionally. Just because, you know, I was at BDOWN spot and these guys came through, or this guy came through, or these other people came through, or this group came through. People unrelated to music were coming through who had different insights or knowledge or something. Like, it wasn't just restricted to music. He had a real broad community sense perspective. And to me, it showed just by the people that, you know, would gravitate to him.
Thank y'all, we appreciate it. Once again, I got my little brother BDOWN coming for y'all. I'm happy to introduce him to the Dinky Towner.
The name of the track we did was called Out of Breath. It was one of them joints where as soon as I stepped in the lab and BDOWN played the beat for me, I was able to just go straight in, you know what I mean? The concept was we out of breath because we, you know what I'm saying, we either on a getaway chase or, you know, just out of breath running from something.
My boy BDOWN said from all of those projects that they, you know, all of those nights in the studios and in the studio, they probably got over 100 unheard songs that they probably never put out. You know what I mean? Just to let y'all know.
And it's not to slap my hand, take it glance and review mirror and put the pedal to the floor. A nigga smashed out before they made it to my door. I'm gone, and I got plans and let them bring me back. I'm jumping out the whip with my contraband sack. But first, I'ma shake them cause I need a head stop. You see them boys and boys and boys, ain't that stupid.
We ain't gonna hurt nobody too much, I guess. That's the way I see it.
I'm swerving through left, right. They still on my ass, but they catch me just right. But I'm like, fuck that. They're gonna have to take me on my feet. I goes right to whip and take it to the street, hit the ground. And now I'm heading up the alley, running like what a nigga see on TV from Cali. I done found the place to hide, not too far from my stash. I lost my mama for my ride. All of them mixed up on the nose.
So they couldn't find them except he smoked some weed.
You know, I wrote a verse about, you know, trying to get away from the police, being in the police chase real quick, and it just flowed, you know what I mean?
Smashing, dashing on the highway 94 eastbound, po right up on my trail, exit 35 and I'm on the creek now, retreat now to the alley, riding dirty, 2 weeks in the drum when the bun on my seat, cause the niggas be plotting to serve me.
Yeah, that song still bang to this day, I still bang that.
Got a fast but I drove in the glove compartment with the windows tinted. I can see them boys still on my trail when they hit that corner. So I bent it over my door and left the car running. Still got 100 miles to go, but I hate to leave that house to draw. But I chopped it up a while ago. I'm tripping my niggas to see if they get in the vicinity. I'm trying to get back to the north side, but the police wanna gun me down like J. Kennedy. Trying to get me in the system for terroristic threats on Georgia Bush. So meet me on Chicago with Franklin. Here they come. Blowing kush.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so we did that. We did that song at the Taylor Sound Building. Now, the Taylor Sound Building was known for having a lot of studio spaces and rehearsal spaces for musicians and bands and all of that. So a lot of connections made at that building right there on the north side, right there off of Washington Avenue, 29th, I believe. And yeah, so many connections made over there. And that was where we was able to knock out that song. BDOWN had a space in there. I remember I had a space in there at some point when I was with Lifestyle Records, and But a lot of people, a lot of Minneapolis cats had some spaces in there, so it's real iconic for people coming together and collabing on that. But yeah, BDOWN was holding it down in there.
Live and learn.
Live and learn. Wisdom earned.
Wisdom earned. That song. So, okay, when I want to talk about BDOWN the music, I would say just listen to Live and Learn. And that's the whole essence of BDOWN.
So here's to avoiding confusion, aware that the negative thoughts create illusion. Positive thoughts become actions in motion, conquering complete control of the emotion. A voice on each shoulder, on my back, a border, but my baby's oblivious. She just want me to hold her.
I mean, this guy is all about, he's all about like choosing wisdom over foolishness. Like if I could roll BDOWN into like a saying, it would be something like that. Like, you know, there's a lot of times because I can be really goofy and
Looking like shit.
We're here with the most wildest.
Niggas spin the drown. This no is art.
Yeah. It's Chevy Boy, the car cunt out. And we're here with the most wildest snapping turtle. Yeah.
Mr. Crocodile Hunter.
As you can see.
there's a lot of times BDOWN will be like, I get that you're having fun, but
as you can see, he's too slow.
you got to think about what you're projecting to other people, and just in this low ass tone that makes you want to check yourself.
Put your turn signal on to the left, to really make a right, smash, get out of sight. They gon' hit a couple corners trying to find you again, but hopefully by then you'll be gone anyway. Let them know which next one is. Gotta keep them guessing like taking a quiz. Get it to dodge, tell your biz. In the end, to find out what a relief it is. Not to have a monkey on your back, try every trick. Everybody knows that the head is gon' hit. Being humble is a must, but not trust. They gon' tell you it's love, but really it's lust. Take half of what you hear and better what you see. I'm speaking from experience, you can take it from me. You'll see.
He different for sure. Like when I say different, he like he know how to rap, but his wordplay and how he raps it, like, you know, his own style type shit.
Gotta watch your back, watch your front, watch your sack, watch your blunt. Everybody ain't like it with a fat sack of funk, fat knot in it. Pocket with the bangs in the trunk. Gotta watch your back, watch your front, watch your sack, watch your blunt. They ain't like you. Gotta watch your back, watch your front, watch your sack, watch your blunt. Everybody ain't like it with a fat sack of funk, fat knot in your pocket with the bangs in the trunk. Gotta watch your back, watch your front, watch your sack, watch your blunt.
Different.
Turn it up on a shake, rattle and roll. With my pedal to the floor, nigga, pass me the drone scope. You can't see me, but I see you. And I'm tinted on my nigga with my eyes on the rear view. Watching my back, and I'm watching my front. At the same time, my nigga am hitting this block. Can't trust nobody, let alone the streets. And I wish you could say everything's just sweet, but it ain't. And it probably never will be. Visions in my head and how these niggas try to kill me. Leave it alone, cause I'm on the right track. Ain't no time for the drama, let alone to get back. I gotta get this money, nigga, stack my bread. Keep my shoulders, clicks in my head. Gotta be looking up, focus on something in order to rise. With my eyes on the prize.
Yeah, so BDOWN definitely is in his own. The way I would describe his music and his voice is really, you know, being that, you know, I mixed and mastered some of his music, a lot of his music. One thing that was always unique was this tone. You know, the tone that he uses is like almost the same as his talking voice, which is kind of rare for rappers. You know what I mean? Like he never really got too hype on the track. He was just him.
Very vibey music, I would
Check
say.
your messages real quick.
And creative, and then his lyrics, I mean, most of the time, from most of the stuff that I've heard, it's always had a message or something positive interlaced in there.
Gotta get my money, gotta get my bread. Now I'll never forget what my mama done said. You got to make life sleep in your own bed. Closed mouths don't get fed. Boy, use your head.
Learning how to tweak his voice to make him sound as natural as possible. You know what I mean? Because that was his whole and one to be nobody other than himself.
So with these words of wisdom, I'm on my mission. Me and my brother, ready to put you in submission. Having niggas wishing that they didn't test me. I'm stepping in and beat that nigga beat down.
And I mean, the music was just real vibe music, real dark type of music, stuff you could just ride to, smoke to.
Inhale the smoke, turn up the bangs. That kill made me choke. Now I'm swerving in both lanes. Police at the light, we smash right past, and ain't no catching us. Why? Because we're hauling ass.
That message.
So yeah, BDOWN. You got a crazy catalog, beats and songs. Like, bro, put in a lot of work. That was the other thing. Like, well, if we take a break from him glass blowing and we're just, communicating, chilling, couple artists down there, and we go in the studio, and he's like, "What do you think about this, Chef? What do you think about this, Chef?" And every time he says, "What do you think about this?" it's the same tone, but all the beats are different. Like, that's just BDOWN. He's like, he's never dishonest, and he doesn't really try to dress things up for other people to feel comfortable. He's just who he is. So it just, "Chef, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?" And he just files and files and files of beats.
We'll fuck around, open a file, and it'll be just nothing but rubies will come out, man.
And you would never know.
Don't tell nobody, man.
And I appreciate that as a music maker, because I know when someone has archives like that, like, you really make music. That's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. stuff. Like, you're up. Like, you don't get that many files with saying, at 12 o'clock I'm making music today, and at 2 o'clock I'm done. Like, this is just, that happens from all day recording or producing beats.
Let's load this beat called Sucker MCs and see what this shit's about.
Yeah, because we got something for you sucker ass MCs.
Check the mic out, see where we're at. Are we peaking?
The mic sounds nice.
Wow. The wax hits nice.
The mic sounds nice.
The wax hits nice.
And it's like, dude, it's like BDOWN would just walk into a situation and then just totally like remap it for people.
What we're doing is about the creation of everything. See? So, listen up. It's all about life and everything that you need to do right in your life.
Trying to get it together, baby. We're gonna get together and do the right thing.
Yes. It's all about and what, who you know. So basically, just reap what you sow. If you ain't right, dog, pay what you owe. Compare your life to what's been done and not what's been told. Not what's been told.
My advice, I guess, would be to just kind of keep doing what you're doing and don't let anybody or anything hold you down.
The nonsense must stop, quick, fast, but slow. The local 279 must impose. So fly clothes, charms, and Timberland boots. It's like Cal said, dog, stick to your roots. Look at all these seeds that just want to be planted instead of catching disease and sagging the pants, kid. I'm not the ordinarily daily house plant. If I was, I'd be a Mexican and not a Mexican. So basically, ain't no cat cramp. 364 more days and 06 is a chant. You're jogging, pants for pant. Advice, listen, okay, plan for grants. Life is more than misses and grandparents or being pregnant. Believe imperfect, your mind will listen, dog, it's in effect. Only thing to do is accept.
Shit, keep building. Keep doing whatever you're doing,
Just know your art, know its value.
Keep working.
As an artist, you always have to be open to feedback, and you always have to be willing to hear what your customer or your potential customer has to say about your art.
I feel like you can walk in a regular tobacco shop and you see some regular like plain shit, like you can tell he actually take his time with it, and try to perfect his crafts.
Try to work with like galleries, people that are more specific art. Make yourself do an art project and a solo art project, not a pipe, of art project at least once a month.
And he not only does, pieces for cannabis or marijuana. I mean, he can really make anything. Like, he's got so much experience with it.
I don't tend to want to give advice to somebody who I maybe rather seek advice from in some ways, right? And what I mean to say is, of course, you reciprocate advice, but I feel like I've learned more from B than I taught him. You know, my advice would be keep doing the things that future-proof your life in the ways that you do. Whether that's how you plant seeds today, so that 20, 30 years from now, you're going to have the shade covering you. You know, I heard that there's a person who wrote a book. She's a nurse who worked with people who are on their deathbed. And she asked people interview questions as they were dying. And she asked them, you know, what's your biggest regret in life? And they said that their biggest regret was not living a life that was true to them, but, you know, living your life for others. And I feel like you've already carved the path for yourself, B, that is taking you on your own journey and it's future-proofing in a lot of ways. And so I would just say stay the course and keep approaching life with that same level of questions. You know, one thing I've learned, and B is a great example of this, is that life is less about the answers that you have, but more about the quality of the questions that you ask. Like, how do you interrogate your own life, you know, your choices, and you know the things that you do? And so, my advice would be to keep moving with intention and keep asking great questions because it's taking you down really interesting paths.
So, anyways, was impressed by his, you know, how he got everything set up. You know, he actually, you know, blew a couple of pieces while I was standing there. So yeah, you know, he's a good dude, man. Real good dude. Got his shit in order. I'm sorry, can I curse?
If you a kid, get the fuck off the channel.
All right, you know, okay, all right. But yeah, he got his shit in order, bro.
This guy has excellent people skills and excellent organizational skills. And obviously, he's a great manager with money. I mean, he would make a great manager of some sort for somebody's business, or you know, any artist. He'd make a great artist manager.
He do give you opportunities too, like, and that's why I'm mad about myself, because I didn't take that opportunity at the time where he would feel me. He was trying to pay me to learn how to blow glass. I really respect. I don't know why I didn't take that opportunity, but I really respect the fact.
All right, y'all. Just out of respect, I'm gonna stop there. Now, everybody, go to BDOWN Productions on YouTube. You can find this documentary. It's like an hour and something long. I was only supposed to react to about 20, 30 minutes of it, but it's such a good documentary. I didn't even know where to stop. You know what I'm saying? But it's probably like 15, 20 minutes left, but I got to give you some reason to go over there and go check it out for yourself, man. But yeah, this is BDOWN's documentary, and it's on his page, and it's on BDOWN Productions on YouTube. Y'all go check him out. Go subscribe to his channel. BDOWN is right there in the chat. And BDOWN, if you can, leave your handles. Leave your handles in the chat if you can. You know, so people can see to check you out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for coming by to check me out, and you know, everybody do their thing, man. This is Awkward Beginnings, and y'all have a good day, man. This is it. Yo, everybody subscribe, share, and like also. All right, thanks.